Hey guys, welcome Pattern Traders. It is April 22nd on Thursday. Real quick BTC update. I'm not going to spend a lot of time going over stuff because you already know my bias. Higher time frame, 21 hours, usually is what I play with the signals. I'm going to tell you right now, the buy signals are active. They're there. You can tell that it hasn't really been off with the signals. Buy. So worst case scenario, if this is not the low, then we're probably going to put in a low within the next maybe 24 to 48 hours. You don't wait. You don't kill time when a buy signal comes on. Also, the same thing with I think it was the 18 or the 16 hour. It was 16 hour. I don't have the 16 hour here. Hold on. Let me put on the 16 hour. 16 hour. And the reason why I do these time frames is because the algos. There you go. The algos. There you go. 16 hour got a buy signal as well. The algos that we use work well with multiple time frames, right? So last 16 hour buy signal was all the way down here in September, and then again over here in June, and then again over here in May. So it's been 4 for 4, right, for catching the bottoms. The 16 hour time frame, also 21 hour time frame. Caught these two, caught this down here, caught this. So again, 21 hour time frame, amazing hit rate. Now, delete everything, go back to our normal TA. Let's talk about what we see, get rid of the buy-sell signal. So we are at this current trend line that we still cannot get above, but I want to show you guys a visual before I talk to you guys about the micros. We're all anticipating, every single technical analyst is anticipating that we're going to break this low and go down to, all the way to take out this low, and then go down all the way to that $48,000 mark. I'm going to go to a lower time frame so you can see it right here, this order block over here, which is absolutely valid if you're playing with technical analysis and you're playing with order blocks and price action and whatnot. But I'm going to make it very clear to you guys, doing this to me is not bullish. Yeah, obviously if we do this, we could still go to 75,000 for sure. It doesn't mean that the macro top is in, but it will prolong everything. The most bullish case for us right now is the low is in, right? The low is in. We swept all the lows that consolidated the past 4 days, create an order block, get above the order block, and then fly to $70,000 from here. That's the most bullish case, and it's not because I want up. It's because of the way the structure is being built right now. Let me show you this. Save this, go to Bitstamp or whatever you want to call this. I don't know what this is. This is Bybit. Let me show you this real quick. Again, I don't want to waste too much time on this. Go to your daily. This is your structure. Right there. Red line's the structure. What do? We bounced off it over here. Bounced off it. But then if you want to extend it, you can also extend it all the way to this right here. Right? So, deviation. Deviation. Break above, retest, all-time highs, deviate all-time highs, make a new low. By what I mean by a new low is assuming this was the block that sent you up. Now you're under it. So officially now, this becomes the biggest resistance. Make this red. Right? This is your mitigation block. See how we can't get above the 0.5? It's a very easy concept. You can't sit here and make up rules when it comes to order blocks. They're there. Unfortunately, we cannot avoid them. So this becomes the main issue not to get above. But in the meantime, as we're under this and we keep tapping it and slapping it, look what's going on. We just created a brand new, I'm going to make this red, top, bottom, brand new daily order block. And the best thing about it is we just swept the low. That's your low. I hope this is not too confusing for you guys, but I'm gonna go to a different time frame because Bybit didn't have, oh no, it doesn't have it. It's the same thing. Hope this isn't confusing. So you know what, let's get rid of this mitigation. Actually, I could do it this way. Let's put no color on this. Let's put a text called mitigation to get above that. Now let's color the main order block that we need. Here we go. Make this green, or gray rather. Okay, here we go now. And to make it even better, we swept the low of it. we swept every low except for the main low, which should not be swept because that's manipulation. So what am I looking at right here? I'm looking at if we do happen to close the daily above these highs. Sorry. Right there. Make this red. If we do happen to close the daily above these highs, which is the middle of the mitigation block, this becomes an order block. This gray part becomes an order block. Potential order block. Potential OB. Daily time frame, which is going to be massive. So if that happens, then you could expect something along the lines of get above this, go up to 59, 60,000 to retest this previous breakdown up here, come back down, and now this is going to act like the biggest support you could possibly imagine. You know why? Because we just spent four days building it. So now if this becomes a daily order block that we flip, you're not breaking it off the first attempt. I'm letting you guys know that. You're not going to break it. It's going to become a beautiful, beautiful support. And it's going to be something along the lines of this. Get above it, go back up, retest the breakdown, come back, retest this, and then fly out. Or retest it and then just range and then fly out. This is going to be either the new ground that we're putting in right now, the new floor for the next maybe 2 weeks or so, or what everyone else is seeing. Spills over. And then if you take the measured movement from here to here, it brings you down to $47,000, which puts you at that order block right here that we were talking about. That $48,000 to $47,000 order block, which also allows you to take out this liquidity and this liquidity over here. Take out two birds with one stone, right? I'm not for that scenario. I'm really not. I'm not for that scenario. And I'm playing it as if that's not the scenario that we are expecting. Is it worrisome that we're in a descending triangle? Absolutely. But that's what they like to do. They like to paint bearish pictures. What happens if I flip this and I tell you guys, all right, now open up your Monday high low on your 1 hour time frame, right? We're in Monday low, officially back in Monday low, and draw a beautiful trend line here, draw another one over here. What does that look like to you? It's a bull flag. Well, not a bull flag, a bullish wedge. So as long as this little order block holds over here, which is also Monday low now, you have no business going back down. Within the next maybe 4 hours, no wait, today's 10, no, 6 hours, this thing could potentially just do one of these, come back down and then go back up like this way, and then take out all these highs, take out these highs, take out these highs. And then when we're here, if we deviate Monday and come back in, that's going to be a problem, but it won't be a bearish problem until we break weekly open again. The idea is that if we deviate Monday high, where we take all these highs out and we close back in the range, as long as we don't lose weekly open, it's still fine, right? We just do not want to lose weekly open. It's a big concern if we do happen to lose weekly open, right? Ideally then from here, go on up, take out these highs, and then just contest that level right there. Come back down, go like this, or come back down, and then we have another bearish problem at that point. Okay, that's what I'm looking at for BTC. Oscillator wise, real quick, 4 hour is about to put in an over under. It's still pointing down, so we're not ready yet. This thing has to still do this. It might take about 2 4 hour candles, unfortunately for us. We did pivot on the DMX, which is great. The next level of interest on the 4 hour will be officially the sell zone, which is, I don't even know where that is right now. Right here, yeah, resistance line. The sell zone, which is at 55.3. So that's going to be a little bit of a resistance for now for us to get above this line over here. As soon as we get above, as soon as the gold line, the mid zone gets above the mid, which is the orange line, then we should see some serious upside potential. Until then, we need to be obviously, of course, a little bit cautious because New York could easily just dump us right back down. 15-minute time frame. On the micros now, we are, bearish divergence on the 15-minute time frame. So the target should be, again, here we go. Here, this too. And the target should be, ideally, support. Was a support line, 53.8 to 54.4. So 54.4 is the green line. That should support us. If we happen to go to the bottom, that's 53.8. So I'm not too worried yet. Man. Like, this is all just noise. A lot of chopping around. Open up your TMA bands and look at your 4-hour. Your 15-minute, and just wait. See what happens when we get down here. This should start coming up like this. If we're bullish, right? That's exactly what should happen if we're bullish. We have no reason breaking the 15-minute TMA if we're bullish. But unfortunately for us, yes, this is not. We're not out of the woods yet. We're painting bearish divs. So if you're painting bearish divs, you can't be 100% out of the woods, unfortunately. Basically come back down here to the 53.754 and see what we do at that point. I want to also take in consideration the MAs. Keep this in mind. Ongoing future. Close this. This is the first time that we close the daily TMA. It's red. Close under it. We never closed under it. We never closed under it. We never closed under it. And then where was the last time we closed under it? September, right? And you want to take in consideration that that's a problem, because either we're going to do this where we range for like 2-3 months, reaccumulate, and altcoins run, Ethereum runs, or this is going to deviate. TMA is going to turn green over here, and then we're going to target the red zone. And then from there, range and see what we do. But if you take into consideration how the 3-day looks like, I want to show you guys. Is this Bitstamp? Bitstamp. The 3-day has yet to touch the mid TMA. And it always goes for the mid TMA. No matter what happens, it always goes for the mid TMA. So keep that in mind. Next time you turn bearish. This is 2017 bull run, mid TMA. 2017 bull run, mid TMA. 2017 bull run, mid TMA. 2016 bull run, mid TMA. I can go on and on and on and on and on. Let's go back to the past. 2013 bull run, mid TMA, and then we started our bear market. And then we went up, mid TMA, and then we started our bear market. So 3-day is the most important. I know you guys use your 21 EMA weekly, whatever the case is. To me, the 3-day is my important mark. I am buying a lot of spot at the 3-day mark. If I see that break, then there's a problem. Once you break that 3-day, then we start talking about bear markets. Rejection, 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 die. Reaccumulate, break above, break under, rejection, die. Deviate, rejection, die. So 3-day is the most important trend factor for me, myself, and how I play it. Take your fib extension from the bottom to the top, and you're going to see that you have that $74,000 mark. And if you want to look at the micro, take it from here to the top. Where's your 1-to-1 is 72. So no matter what I want to see is I want to see something along the lines of this. Go back up. Create a deviation. Distribute. Come back down. Die. Retest the 3-day TMA. I don't know where it's going to be at the time, because this thing could be all the way over here, right? At that point, this could be the main factor that drives us to take out this liquidity and whatnot. But that's what I'm expecting. That's what I want. That $72,000 to $70,000 mark, $69,000 to $72,000 mark, before we can start targeting our 3-day TMA. And I'll call it. I'll tell you guys, target your 3-day TMA. Very simple concept, right? I want to also take in consideration the EMAs, because a lot of people trade with EMAs. Look at your daily. We are officially closed under the 55. That's the first bad sign. Look at your 12-hour. We closed under the 99. That's your second bad sign. We haven't closed under it at all since the breakout. We've been using it as support. So where's your next support? If you're using the EMAs, the next support is the 200s. The 200s are over here at $49,000 and $48,000. So what makes us think that we're not going to just basically get a death cross and roll over and come down here to test this and then bounce? You could do that. I just don't want that to happen. Why don't I want that to happen? Because look at this. Low. Higher low. Higher low. Higher low. Okay, so now look at this from this perspective. Then you have a low over here, and then you have a higher low over here, and then you have a high, and then you have a higher high, and then you have another high, and then you have another higher high over here at this point, right? So at the end of the day, you have to take in consideration what happens now when we do happen to break this, low over here. Deviate and go back above. That just breaks the structure for me. I don't want to see that. That means that we had a high, higher high, low, lower low. What happens then at that point, if we go over here, reject, now we have a lower high. So why would anybody, I know it's price action, want that? Why would anybody? This is the range you're playing with. You deviated above. You want to deviate the bottom too? Fine, deviated. That means that you're going to end up putting in a high. Let me show this to you in a visual to see why it's imperative that we don't do that. To you, it might make sense because you want to get cheaper stuff. To me, it's scary because if FUD comes out when we're down here, whatever reason, we're fucked. Lower low. Okay? Take your arrow. Go back up here. That's your breakdown, right? See this? All these wicks? That's going to be your breakdown. What happens then if we just reject off that? And then we go down like this. And you can't tell me, oh, it's a bullish structure. We're not doing that. It's impossible. Bro. Lower high. What happens if we do this? And then we start a series of lower highs, lower lows. There's no reason to go take this liquidity is what I'm trying to tell you, unless you want to put yourself in the position that this could potentially be a bearish retest. So as long as this structure is intact and we don't break this or break this, this low, whatever, but for as long as we don't break this main low, more likely than not, it will not be a bearish retest. It will be basically retest this breakdown, come back, retest the foundation that we're building right now, and then go to all-time highs. The minute you break this and you go for a lower low, then you're right. Start looking for bearish retests. And then this is in play at that point. Right? And then you're going to start talking about coming and take out the liquidity at the downside right here. At $46,000. So I don't know why everyone is so into the fact that, oh, I want to go lower. Bro, no, you don't want to go lower. You're opening the doors for this potential play. That means it's going to prolong the alt season, prolong ETH running, prolonging BTC from going to $70,000. We want everything to go super fast, get to our targets, exit the market, and let the market unfold itself. Why do you want to still be in this market for another fucking 6 months because you want a lower low? We haven't made a lower low since January, dude. Right? Why do you want one now? I'm trying to understand the concept of you wanting this type of behavior. I mean, if I can't make this more clear to you, why would you want this? Why do you want this? Right? Personally speaking, man, that's just Not smart. So low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, bearish retest, and then target your 3-day. Then target your 3-day. Oops, sorry. Then target your 3-day. Oh, I just fucked that up. Target your 3-day TMA band at that point. And the minute you start breaking under this mark right here, it officially opens the doors for lower price action. So I do not want that. I do not want that. I do not want that. I'm still anticipating that 70,000 will get hit regardless, even if we do happen to come down here and we do happen to take out this low. But I just don't want to wait for that. I don't want to wait another couple of months for that to happen. I want it to happen now in the next couple of weeks. Get it all with. I could exit the market, and then I could reevaluate, reconsolidate my portfolio, and then we'll take it from there. You know. So that's basically my perspective of BTC from a higher time frame. Like talking about the micros, I already told you guys I am long from last night. I posted it on Twitter, and this is the setup that I'm taking. That I took rather, and I'm targeting that 57.8 mark over here. Right. Ethereum. All-time highs. No, this is not even my Ethereum. I'm sorry. Ethereum's right here. Yeah, Ethereum BTC looks beautiful. My first target, it's going to be that 56 mark, and then it's going to be the 70 mark. I'm not going to argue this. Looks beautiful. My biggest issue was this order block right here that we got above it. So any bounces on it will be support. If you look at Ethereum USDT. Right there. Those are all-time highs. How are you bearish? So if you think that BTC is going to die and Ethereum is going to go up, no, it doesn't make any sense to me. Sorry to tell you. Ethereum looks beautiful. There's nothing bearish about Ethereum. Litecoin, the same. Litecoin looks beautiful as well. Only bad thing is that we just swept Monday high, the 284 mark. It's a little concerning, a little worrisome, but we built a massive order block over here on this side. So no matter what happens, even if we do have to get a little bit of downside, this should hold us and then go further up. Continuation. But anyway, Ethereum, I have nothing bad to say about it. I have a lot of bids placed over here, additional bids. If we do happen to get down here. Now, if we happen to break under this order block right here, the 2,350, there's a problem. That's going to end up doing this. Right? So as long as this gray box holds, this is probably going to go, ultimate target is $2,800, $2,850. That's it. I'm not gonna drag on this video for no reason. This is my main map for BTC. I see nothing wrong with this yet. I see nothing concerning, nothing alarming. We still cannot get under this red line, which is the most important red line. You basically deviated the low, and we can't get under it. So I'm not concerned yet. When we start breaking and high time frame candles under this, and there's a problem. Again, don't forget the main thing I want you to pay attention to. If we close the daily time frame if we close the daily time frame above this mark over here, 57,000 or 56 and change, if this becomes an order block, it's going to be very hard to get back under this. That's going to become officially your main support once we get above it. So keep that in mind. As long as we get a daily above this, keep that in mind. Like this, something along the lines like this, or a little bit lower and then up. This is going to be hard to break. And especially if we're able to get a div out of this, which I'll tell you if we do have a div. Do we have a div? Yeah, we do have a div. We have a daily hidden bull div. Senoritas. Right there. Daily hidden bull div. Boom. Daily close will confirm this. And then when you do happen to get a daily bull div, your first target is your 21 EMA. Open up this, put on your 21 EMA just to see where it's at. $57.7. First target. That's it. That's pretty much it, guys. Enjoy your... Well, I want to say one more thing. We did release the first setup for the $1 million challenge. And this is it. For those of you who don't have access to it, please go register. It's free. It's free. Here you go. PatreonTraders.com/1 million 1M crypto challenge. Put in your information over here. The most important thing is your email address. We don't care about anything else, just so we can be able to send you the setups via emails. We're not doing it via Discord for the public. The Discord is strictly for the members only because a lot of noise, a lot of people. So here we go. Not financial advice. Exchange either Binance or FTX, whatever you want. Took a 1x current entry was 5.7. If you want to bid it, it was 4.7 to 4.8. We're doing 150 shares. First target 6.4. Second target 8.1. Third target $10. Stop loss 4.3. Total RR 10 RR. Starting capital 250. Goal is to turn 250 into 1 million. Let's get it. That's setup number one. I'm so hyped, and I'm hoping that this ends up turning into a freaking multi fun and a beautiful run in the upcoming weeks and whatnot. Anyway, guys, cheers. Enjoy your day, and we'll chat tomorrow.